childhood was coming to an end. I wasn't ready for it to be over. To even contemplate the idea of my babies flying the nest, though friends were telling me their own children were making plans to do just that. I couldn't bear the thought of it. I still needed them with me, needed moments like this, where we all could sit together enjoying a home-cooked Sunday roast, where I could press pause on the hurry of life for a little while and savour this quality time with my family. I wasn't ready to let them go. I carried the dish of potatoes over to the table, and Mike jumped up, coming to help, taking the honey-glazed parsnips from the counter, the plate of perfectly cooked sliced lamb. He winked as he passed me, and I let my hand graze his hip, wanting to pull him close and hold him tight, to make him promise that nothing would ever change, that everything would be okay. Shaking away the intrusive thoughts, I sat down, focusing on my children, their easy banter as they reached for the serving spoons. Jack piled his plate high, I noticed happily, but Holly only took one potato, one thin slice of meat. She looked up, our eyes meeting briefly, and I watched her reach forward, adding another potato to her tiny portion, as if to ward off my concern before I had a chance to speak. I would have to keep an eye on that. She was already too slim for her height, and I was sure she needed more calories than she was allowing herself. Being the parent of a teenage girl was so much harder than I could have anticipated. I wondered if my mum had thought the same about me, and felt a pang of sadness that I would never have the chance to ask, now that the breast cancer had finally beaten her. I closed my eyes, irritated at myself for once again heading into this negative spiral of thoughts. It wasn't the time for them now. Not when I had so much to be thankful for. I took a sip of my wine and smiled at Mike as he came to sit beside me. "This looks gorgeous, Lisa," he said, kissing my cheek before reaching for the lamb, serving some to me before attending to his own plate. "Kids, isn't your mum just the best cook in the world?" "'Sgood," Jack nodded, his mouth already full. "Thanks, Mum." Holly nodded. "Yep, delicious," she agreed, though she'd barely taken more than a tiny bite. I squeezed Mike's hand. "Don't be silly, it's just a basic roast, anyone could do it." I glanced at the lumpy gravy the kids had made and hid a smile. I could have made it from scratch, but I preferred it this way, for them to feel like they'd helped. It was important. "Not like you," he insisted. "I've said it before and I'll say it again. You should have been a chef, Pixie." I smiled, enjoying his flattery, though I knew he meant it. And maybe there was some truth in it, but cooking for him and the children had always been enough for me. I didn't want to turn something I did for pleasure into an obligation, in exchange for a paycheck. Besides, Mike had always earned enough to provide for us. I was content. I picked up my cutlery, digging in, and had just put the first forkful to my lips when the doorbell rang, and I felt my whole body stiffen. Mike's hand was already coming to my knee as if he expected me to jump up, though I couldn't have moved if I'd tried. I was frozen to the spot with fearful anticipation, and somehow I just knew this was it. I'd been waiting for this moment, the sound of a fist banging on the front door. If I weren't so terrified, it would have almost been a relief that the wait was over. Everything I'd been trying to pretend wasn't real. Every dark thought that had kept me from sleeping was about to become reality, and there was nothing I could do to stop it from happening. "Who can that be?" he said.